Power unit manufacturer Honda is back in Formula One. They've done a deal to become Aston Martin's works engine partner from 2026. That means they will design and build a power unit bespoke for Aston Martin's chassis. It completes a full U-turn for the Japanese company, who technically left F1 in 2021 after 3 years with Red Bull, and that culminated in winning the Drivers' Championship with Max Verstappen in that final season. But they didn't really leave. So what happened instead? And why have they now partnered with Aston Martin? After 2021, they continued working with Red Bull, but only as a supplier, providing the engines that won 17 races in 2022 and every race so far in 2023. The arrival of a new CEO in mid-2021 ultimately led to Honda deciding last year that they wanted to not only stay in Formula One, but ramp their involvement back up to become a works partner. They asked Red Bull if they fancied doing just that, but Red Bull said no. They had already committed huge resource to build their own power unit division, and then did a deal to bring American car giant Ford back to Formula One as a partner, so Honda had to look elsewhere. They held talks with McLaren. Williams was an option too, but it was Aston Martin who got the deal done. But why did Honda U-turn? Well, Formula One's new engine regulations for 2026 require use of 100% sustainable fuels and a more powerful electrical component. This ties in perfectly with Honda's wider company goals. They've also tasted success recently, winning back-to-back drivers' titles and the 2022 Constructors' Championship with Red Bull, and they want more. Aston Martin, meanwhile, have made a shock jump up the pecking order from 7th to 2nd, and that includes beating their engine supplier Mercedes. It is widely believed that to win championships in Formula One, you need a works deal. It means the engine can be designed specifically for your chassis, and in theory, you get a more efficient overall package. Sources say Aston evaluated building their own engine like rivals Red Bull, but decided it wasn't viable. So when Honda declared they wanted to put both feet in again, Aston Martin's billionaire owner Lawrence Stroll pounced. It is a huge show of support for Formula One's new power unit regulations for 2026. F1 will have 6 engine manufacturers in action from that season, with Honda joining longtime suppliers Mercedes, Renault and Ferrari, along with returnees Ford and newcomers Audi. Martin Whitmarsh, CEO of Aston Martin's performance technology arm, played a big part in getting the deal over the line. He has a great relationship with Honda, as he put the deal between them and McLaren together for their 2015 return to Formula One, but he left before the partnership turned sour. Fernando Alonso had a frostier relationship with the Japanese company, the Spaniard famously calling their PU a GP2 engine on team radio while driving on Honda's home soil in Japan. The double world champion is currently racing for Aston Martin, but at 41, it's unclear whether he'll still be in the car when the Honda unit is plugged in 2026. This isn't the first time Honda have worked with a Silverstone-based team. Aston Martin has its roots in the Jordan squad. Eddie Jordan's outfit enjoyed their greatest success with Mugen Hondas in the back of their cars in 1998 and 1999. In that latter season, they even challenged for the title through Heinz-Harald Frentzen. Honda have plenty of work to do to scale up their workforce in their Sakura base in Japan, as well as ramp up research and development. But challenging for the title will be the only target for them and Aston Martin when they pair up in a few years' time.